Right on. I'm gonna work on the neck today a little bit. Um, I got my gauge here. I'm gonna check to make sure that the fretboard's nice and level and that the frets are already really nice. There's no jagged edges and they seem really smooth. So I don't think I'm even gonna have to polish them up unless I really want them to shine, which I might do anyway since I've got it all bolted down. And then I'll be sanding the back and the back of the neck and the headstock, front and back. And I'm going to be doing a tung oil finish on that, so that'll match up to the center section on the T-bird base. So I might even bring out my tuners and see what they look like on here, because there's some holes. There's some pre-drilled holes on the back sides of here. I'll show you that later. But I might have to fill those in and do a little work on that. And if so, I don't know how well that'll work with just doing a tung oil. But I'll figure that out as I get there. So I'll be back. Right on. I got the gauge on there now, and it's standing on its own, and that's just a sheet of aluminum. There's no gaps between the flat section and the fretboard, so this thing is super level. Pretty impressive. So you can see this thing isn't a big chunk of metal. It's probably 3/32 of an inch wide, and it's standing on its own. That's pretty cool. So yeah, the fretboard looks like it's more than perfect. Or well, I guess it can't be more than perfect, but it's perfect enough for what I do. So I guess maybe I'll just get my fret polish and stuff out, and I'll just make these nice and shiny, and then I'll start working on the sanding. So I'll be back later. Right on. I got this thing kind of mounted up in the vise here. I'm going to be just starting to sand the back of the neck now. I think it's going to look really cool once the wood grain once the oil hits it. Because you see, like right here, I think it's just going to look really nice just with an oil finish on the back. Should be pretty nice. So I'm going to get on that. You know, you see these little holes. I'm thinking I'm going to might be able to cover that up with my current tuners that I have. So I will see what's going on with that, and we'll deal with that in a minute. I'll be back. All right, on. I just got done sanding this thing up with 120 grit, and I gotta say, there is just something really cool and zen-like about getting in there close with a piece of wood, and just watching it transform in front of you. It's just a freaking awesome feeling. And so this one, by the way, I'm not going to be using any freaking power tools. So far, I've done everything by hand. Everything else has been done for me, like all the drilling and routing. Of course, I had to use some chisels to make the body cavity bigger for the pickups. But you know, hey, at least I did it by hand. Anything I got to drill, like any new screws for the new tuners and stuff like that. I've got a manual drill, and yeah, we're gonna go powerless. All right, so I'm gonna go back to this. I got some more sanding to do, and I'll be back. All right, so I got this thing sanded up to 320 on both sides. Well, this side and both sides of the headstock. And I just put on some surface cleaner, and gonna raise the grain up a little bit, sand it. I think one more time. I think I'm gonna go up to 400, and then raise the grain one more time, and then I'm going to put some oil on there. I think it'll come out really cool. So I will be back in a little bit. All right, I just put the second coat of oil on there, and it's looking really nice. that nasty light that comes off my camera doesn't do it any justice, but you could tell it is going to be freaking nice looking. It's kind of sticky, so I don't want to pick it up, but the front looks just like just looks like the back of the headstock. It looks really nice. So I'm gonna let this thing dry for a half hour or so. I'm gonna come back and buff this thing off with a nice soft cloth, and proceed to work on the tuning machines. So I'll be back. Right on. So this thing is finish-wise. This thing is done. I oiled the fretboard. You can see it's got some nice figuring in there. It's actually pretty cool looking. Of course, this thing doesn't show it really well, but you can see like right in there's some good streaking going on. Pretty cool stuff. And then on the back side here, that's all it's all done. Came out really, really nice. Maybe the best one I've done ever, which I haven't done a lot, but it's definitely the best one. So these things are moving forward. So I'm going to check out these tuners, and I'll let you see what those are going to be. I'll be right back. Right on. There's the tuners I chose. These are some Hipshot mini clover leaves. I think they're going to look really cool on the bass. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. There seems to be one missing. Luckily, I got this bad boy over here. This is a drop tuner. That's going to be going on the E string. So there we go. I think that's going to be pretty freaking trick. So I'm going to try to put these together, and I'll be back in a little bit. Oh, there they are. Those are badass. So those are the mini Grovers. Basically, they're like mini clover leaves. Had to use the little ones so that they didn't actually smack into each other. But yeah, they are wicked cool on here. There's the D tuner. That's gonna work really well. That's just gonna drop like this. How's that work? Like this? Yeah, I move this out of the way. The spring tension from the string makes it go something like that. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, that's going to be cool. And then on the other end of this, I'm going to hook up some more Rotosound Elixir strings, because I just really love those things. And they look awesome on every bass. So I'll be getting some of those pretty soon to put on the bass. And I'm still trying to figure out what the hell to do with this thing here. I have a couple of ideas, and only one of them is going to work. But I've got to figure out which one I want to try. So, yeah, they're definitely not interchangeable, and I don't think I could recover after doing one way or the other. So that's it. I've got a little bit of deciding to do, and I'll be back. So thanks for checking this out. Oh, I've been neglecting to tell everybody that if you go over, I think it's over here or over there, I don't know really for sure. You hit the little subscribe thing and the like thing, and help me do whatever they want me to do. Right on. Thanks for checking this out. I'm out of here. Well, hey, I'm back for one last take. I just finished tightening everything up on the headstock. So these bad boys are officially 100% installed. This thing doesn't work until the spring tension's on the base to make everything move. But you can kind of see the fretboard now. It's looking a lot better now that the oil is soaked in a little bit more. Very cool, and kind of figurey kind of looking kind of stuff. It's gonna be pretty nice. But yeah, I think those tuners are just badass. So those are some Hipshots, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the cloverleaf is, I believe, original from like the old Grovers back in the day. But very cool, very cool. I guess that's pretty much it then. So now I guess I'm out of here. So have a good one. Thanks again for watching this.